In this video, I'm going to show you everything that you can do in a particular task. So you can have the subject and a very detailed description. You can also add links, images, emojis, and you can write a detailed content. This does not have a character limit right now, and you can start collaborating with the team from the comment section. Right? You can quickly tag your colleague and say, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help here? Or need your help here. So this will send a notification to them and also an email. You can see a notification icon here. So they'll receive a notification here and also an email, and they can log into Astravue and collaborate with you. And you can have multiple subtasks related to this particular task. For example, I've created collaborate with relevant content creators, right? So I can start writing the name of the creators, and as a subtask, I can start reaching out to them. I can create a contract with them, understand the payment structure, and start creating videos, right? And I can assign this to multiple users. I can say each one of them can reach out to one influencer parallelly so that we save a lot of time. And as soon as it's done, and you can give them a due date for all of these tasks as well. Right? And this will pop up in their screen as a new task and with a due date, and they would start getting reminders of these as well. And you can create checklists. For example, if I have to collaborate with these content creators, I would need a contract document in place. So I can create a legal contract document, and any other task that I want to do, or I have to get the content ready that I have to give it to them on the videos that we're going to make. So preparing the content, all these can be a subtask or a checklist or a task depending on how you want or the nature of the work itself. And once this is done, I can quickly click on this and that would be done. And you cannot close a task unless the checklists are completed. Any attachment that I want to add, I can add it here. And you can assign this to multiple owners, right? They all will be notified as soon as you assign them. You can set up a start date and end date, and in case if it's already overdue, that there was a date that was set earlier, it would show that it was overdue by a month already. And if you want this to be a recurring task, let's say that's a weekly content that you're pushing out every Wednesday, then you can create a recurring task for every Wednesday for the next 6 weeks. You can custom create status, and you can say from ideation, now it is actually being in the content creation, then it goes to design, then it goes to feedback loop, and then you finally close it and understand the performance of this particular content. So you can also custom create these statuses and assign, and you can have high priority, medium, or low priority, and you can also add tasks. This is a marketing project, so I have quick tags like whether it's a short video, long written, or a short written, and I can have tags here, and I can also start entering time tracks here. So I've spent 2 hours on this. As soon as I type this is one way, and I can say this is billable to the client, and you would see the total time spent, and you would see everything about the activities that has happened in the system or on this particular task. You can see who did what at what timestamp here. You can also set up reminders. See, this is already overdue, but in case if you are extending the due date to, let's say, Feb 13th, and now I can set up reminders to this task. They say just send it to all the owners before due date and 4 days at least before the due date, right? So this will start triggering custom reminders based on that particular date, and you can add multiple reminders and not just one, or you can simply say remind me on this particular date at this time. Definitely not midnight, around in the afternoon. And let's say I've created a complete task, and this has to be cloned for another project. This is a common task. So you can, instead of you creating all these tasks, subtasks, checklists, and everything from the beginning, you can quickly duplicate a task and ask the system to include all of this for you, and it's going to create copy task. Just saying it here. and it's going to create the same task with everything that you just set here, right? And if you want to move that task to another department or another space or a project, you can quickly move it from one project to another from here. So you don't have to create everything. And this is one, clicking on new task is one way of creating a task. Adding it simply here, it's another way of creating a task by setting up a due date. And you can also go to the calendar view. This is my most favorite. You can go to the calendar view, and based on the deadline, you can quickly create a task here and start planning from the deadline and go backwards and create tasks for your end goal to be achieved. Thank you.